Alright, that's it. I'm never knocking those golden chrome buckets again. Let's go!
Yeah! Bro! He did it! We're on a freaking power play! Why are we not shooting? Guys, we're low!
I can't even grammar properly right now. How frustrated I am.
We're gonna cheat tonight.
The Vegas Golden Knights win 3-2 against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Oh, this game. Really impressed with what this team was able to do and come together and really put on a show, and in large part that's due to some of the rookies stepping up and performing. And speaking of that, Ben Jones making his NHL debut tonight, and he looked good. Tonight was also the Hockey Fights Cancer night for Golden Knights. I love that we do this in the sport because it just is a great way to be able to build up support and the awareness that it brings to all different types of cancer. And I know that means a lot to specific members of this team. Seeing a Shea Theodore, he set up a fund in honor of his grandmother, Kay, and it's called Kay's Power Play. This fund specifically raises awareness for breast cancer and attempts to create mammograms more affordable for those that need them. And he had his own personal battle with testicular cancer a couple of years ago and was able to overcome that and get back into the game. So I love that we do this in hockey, and it's something that's really cool. So this game, less than a minute in, Columbus strikes first with a tip in front from Gustav Nyquist. It goes past Brossoit, and it looked like it could have been a high stick, but it wasn't. It was a good goal, and I am grateful that they called it the way that they did. You know how Vegas always gives the oppositions their penalty kill the better chance on every single one of our power plays? Still happened in this game, because 10 minutes into the first, the puck is sent up to Texier up in the neutral zone, and he's able to get around Stone, get around Brossoit, get it in, 2-0 Columbus. But we still have plenty of time for hockey. And, you know, Vegas's best period has been the second period the entire year. So, you know, we just got to get there. Honestly, the first period of this game was one of the worst that Vegas has played so far this season. The only one that I would say that is definitely worse is that one against Montreal, where we won, but we're outshot in the first period 20-1. What is it about first periods? Why cannot Vegas just start a game on time? I don't get it. Like, we have gotten the first goal in a lot of the games in the beginning part of the season, and that's great. But then after that, through the beginning of the second period, we just suck. Vegas starts putting up a battle in the second period, and sure enough, about 8 minutes in, Lucian is battling for the puck over by the goalie, goes behind the net, wins the puck, just kind of sends it out right into the slot, and It's sent over to Keegan Kolesar. Ah, great, another perfectly good chance, and of course it's Kolesar that has to get it, because of course he can't, wait, he just did? What? Keegan Kolesar scored a goal? Finally! Oh my goodness! He gets on the board, gets us on the board 2-1, and is the first person to beat Merzlikins in T-Mobile Arena. The one game that he played against us in T-Mobile like 2 years ago was a shutout, and this is the first goal that we get at, and it's Kolesar. From Jesse Granger, it is poetic that Keegan Kolesar and Alexandre Texier both score in this game. Vegas traded a second round pick in 2017 to Columbus in exchange for Kolesar. The Blue Jackets used that pick to draft Texier. So that's fun. Vegas ends up in the end of the second period committing a penalty, and it was funny because the way that the delayed penalty got called, you know, actually let's start this power play for Columbus, was Mattias Janmark poked away the puck from the defender, and it goes right into the net, which if Columbus shoots that into their own empty net, that's a goal, I'm pretty sure. But as soon as Vegas touches the puck, it doesn't matter, play is over. What are you gonna do? Mattias Janmark, the other snake-bitten person, could not get a goal there. We did have a 3-on-1 shorthanded, which I don't know how Columbus allowed it, but we didn't even get a shot attempt on that. Neither can Petro to end the period after we kill off the penalty. We have a lot of offensive pressure, wide open net, and first Howden misses the wide open net, and then Petro misses the wide open net because it goes off the post. Howden chipped it high, and that was rough. To start the third period, we have a 2-on-1, and it's a beautiful feed over to Dodonov from Stevenson, but couldn't quite get it past Lincoln's, and then we send Columbus to another power play. Columbus in their offensive zone setting up, and Reilly Smith picks off a pass, has a step, goes all the way down and nets it past Lincoln's to tie the game 2-2 with the second shorthanded goal of the night, and the first one being Columbus's, which is also the first one that Vegas has allowed this year, and the first one that Columbus has scored this year, so that's a fun statistic. Reilly Smith with his second shorthander of the year, that's a whole new game. And then a minute later, still on the penalty kill, Chandler Stevenson pokes it away. He has a breakaway, and it's stopped by Lincoln. And then Kolesar comes out of the box to stop, gets the pass, and has a breakaway, shoots it. Lincoln stops it. But oh my goodness, first off, the 2-on-1 right before this power kill. And then Reilly Smith scores the shorthanded goal, and then Chandler Stevenson had the breakaway, and then Kolesar right after it was over to get the breakaway. But only one goal from those three, which, hey, I'll take. It's a tie game, so, you know. Halfway through the third, we send Columbus back to the power play, but about a minute in, Zach Werenski cross-checks Braden McNabb, and it was a really, really clear play. I don't know why he did that. Very obvious call, so we go on to 4-on-4. 4-on-4 dies, then our power play that's about a minute long is killed, because of course. And then Vegas has some offensive pressure. Puck is sent back to Haig, who winds up for the huge Hager bomb, but his stick breaks as soon as it hits the ice, and it sends the puck in towards the back. But Matthias Janmark, right there, able to grab it. Janmark is able to jam this home, and Vegas takes the lead, 3-2. We think. Columbus challenges for an offsides call, and here's one of the things that if I was cheering for Columbus, then yeah, I would be upset about this too, because they did call that the puck was offsides, and it was. But the way that offsides works with this is if you clear the puck and re-enter the zone, then you can't challenge that offsides where the play was blown dead. It was on that re-entry that Vegas was able to score, and so while technically the puck should have been stopped and it was a missed offsides, you can't call that back, just like you can't challenge a minor penalty. I get why Columbus would be upset. I get the whole Vegas Golden Refs narrative, but I mean, if you look at this picture, ref couldn't see. They took a long time looking at this. They knew it was offsides, but they knew that they couldn't call it back. And so Columbus, for challenging, has a 2-minute minor for delay of game, and of course Vegas isn't gonna score on that, so you don't have to worry. It's Janmark's first of the season too. So Kolesar and Janmark both score. We score a shorthanded goal, and those are the 3 goals that we have. On that power play, the best chance goes to Columbus, who has a shorthanded break almost, and Brossoit stops it. Brossoit really, really dialed in there, and he's looking really solid actually for our backup, and that's awesome. That was gonna take us to the end of the game. Vegas holds on to defeat the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Golden Knights finish this homestand 5-1, which is incredible given you already know that we had half an AHL roster. Anyways, it's gonna be it for Game 18's Nightly Review. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good night. I still can't believe Kolesar and Janmark scored. Like, apocalypse confirmed.